The global nursing shortage is affecting every country in the world, including Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and the UAE in general. In this video, I'm going to be telling you how you can become a nurse in the United Arab Emirates if you're interested in that. Hi guys, my name is Deborah. You're welcome to my channel. Thank you and welcome to my returning subscribers. And if you're seeing me for the first time, welcome to Discover with Deb. On this channel, I talk about ideas and opportunities and ways through which you can advance your life and achieve your dreams, either through education, through travel, through life experiences, and a little bit of motivation here and there. If you're interested in that, do consider subscribing to this channel and clicking on the bell notification. It is estimated that by the year 2030, there is going to be around a shortage of 15,000 nurses and allied healthcare professionals in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, 6,000 physicians, and that in Dubai, there is going to be around 11,000 nursing shortage by the year 2030. That is an ample opportunity for any nurse who wish to relocate from wherever he or she is to the United Arab Emirates to practice as a registered nurse in the United Arab Emirates. So how much does a registered nurse earn in the United Arab Emirates? Well, I'm going to say a registered nurse earn on average 5,000 United Arab Emirates dirhams, or AED for short. But that depends on where you work. If you work with one of these top hospitals in the UAE, like the Mediclinic, the Saudi German Hospital, American Hospital, and many more, you are most likely to earn a much higher salary. 5,000 is even too small, but let's just say on average, that's what a registered nurse earns in the United Arab Emirates. And it also depends on the state you work. If you work in Dubai or you work in Abu Dhabi, the pay are slightly different. If you also work with the government, the UAE government or Dubai government, the pay is also different. And this price is not for those from first world countries like the Americans, those from the United Kingdom, those from Canada, Australia, and all other first world countries. This price or this salary I'm calling right now is not for you. It's not for you. This one is what people from third world country earn. People from first world country earn huge amounts of money, and that is why I'm saying, if you're from the United States of America, if you're from UK, Canada, or any place, maybe you should start packing your bag and running to Dubai if you're a registered nurse, because they pay those guys their money, like crazy amounts of money they are being paid. But however, we manage what we get. So let's go back. So how can you become a registered nurse in the United Arab Emirates? Good news, you don't need to sit for IELTS. Take it out. You don't need to sit for it. Dubai or United Arab Emirates is not an English speaking country, so you don't need it. Good news for you. Yay! So now, how can you become a nurse in the United Arab Emirates? Okay, so to become a nurse in the United Arab Emirates, you have to be a graduate from a nursing institution, an accredited nursing institution. So now, if you attended a school of nursing and you got a license or a registration certificate from your school or from your licensing body, you are not eligible to become a registered nurse in the United Arab Emirates. Registered nurses in the United Arab Emirates are considered to be nurses who have bachelor's degree in nursing or its equivalent. So if you went to a nursing school and you got a registration certificate or a license, you can only become an assistant nurse in Dubai or in the United Arab Emirates in general. So take note of that. So to be eligible to register as a registered nurse or to be licensed as a registered nurse in Dubai, you need to have a bachelor's degree in nursing, at least 2 years of current experience working in a clinical setting as a registered nurse. You would need an experience certificate from your current place of practice stating that you've been working there for so and so time, this is what you've been doing, you've got no restriction or blah 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 blah, and so many other things. You need a recent passport photograph in a white background. You also need a valid international passport. You will also need a good standing certificate from your licensing body to say that your license has not been revoked or restricted and you are under no investigation, or your license is under no investigation. Currently, they have been allowing employers to issue this certificate of good standing, or this good standing certificate, because they know that most times it's very difficult to get this certificate from your nursing regulatory body. Your good standing certificate is valid for 6 months. That is to say, if you have a good standing certificate which is 6 months or older, you would need to get a new one. You also need a basic life support certificate, that's a BLS certificate. It has to be valid as well. And you will need your transcript, your academic transcript from your school of training. It has to be an official transcript from your school of training. Okay, so what are the steps to apply? Now, in the United Arab Emirates, there are 3 bodies that issues licenses to nurses. We have the Ministry of Health, also called MOH. We have the Dubai Health Authority, also called DHA, and we also have the Department of Health of Abu Dhabi. So these are the 3 bodies that issues licenses to nurses or healthcare professionals to practice in the United Arab Emirates. So the Ministry of Health controls other emirates like Sharjah, Ajman, Omar Queen, Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah. That's the 5 emirates, whereas the Dubai Health Authority controls Dubai in general, while the Department of Health controls Abu Dhabi. So these are the 3 licensing bodies that issues licenses to nurses to practice. However, regardless of the state or the emirate you want to practice, you can apply for whichever license you wish to apply, but it is much advisable to apply with the licensing body of the state you wish to practice in. For example, if you want to practice in Dubai, it's advisable for you to apply with the Dubai Health Authority. If you want to practice in Abu Dhabi, it's advisable to apply with the Department of Health. However, whichever one you apply in, you apply with, if you get a job in a different emirate, your license can be converted to the license of that emirate. So guys, after you've gotten all your documents ready, now you're ready to begin your application. You have to create an account with the licensing body you wish to apply with. You create an account on their website and they will refer you to the Dataflow. So Dataflow is a verification body that verifies all healthcare professional certificates to be sure that it's authentic and that it meets the standard of the United Arab Emirates. So you create an account with Dataflow on the Dataflow portal, and then you submit all the documents that they need, and then you pay all the fees, and Dataflow will begin verifying all of your documents. And Dataflow is very fast, like super fast. This is the fastest verifying or verification body I've ever seen. It's not like CGFNS and NAS that take like the whole year to verify your documents. Dataflow is really fast. So what Dataflow will do, Dataflow will contact your regulatory body to verify your license. Yes, I forgot to mention, you have to make sure that your license is also up to date. You have to have a valid license with your regulatory body. If your license is expired, don't bother applying. So you have to renew your license. Dataflow will verify your license from the licensing regulatory body of your country. They will verify your certificate as well from your school to be sure that you actually went to school. They will verify your experience from your employer. So if you're working in a hospital or in a setting that does not have an email address, your employer will need to create an email address, because Dataflow is going to be contacting them via an email. So once Dataflow is done verifying all your documents and it meets the standard and there is no issue, Dataflow will immediately issue your Dataflow report and to clear you to sit for your licensure examination. So once you've been cleared by Dataflow, all you just need to do is just to go straight to schedule your examination with Prometric. Prometric is the body that conducts the examination for the Dubai Health Authority, DHA, and also for MOH. But the thing is, this examination can only be sat for in the UAE or in Ghana in West Africa. So you have to plan your trip if you need to travel to the United Arab Emirates or you need to go to Ghana, then whichever one. If you're in Ghana, then it's better you take it in Ghana. But if you are in any other country, I will advise you to, instead of traveling to Ghana, I will advise you to travel to the United Arab Emirates, apply for a visa and go there, sit for the examination, and if you pass, you will be more eligible to seek and get a job whilst you are in the UAE. The prometric examination is a computer-based test, just like the CBT and just like NCLEX. So you sit for it in the test center with your computer, you alone and your computer. Is a multiple choice style question and it lasts for about 2 hours, but you mustn't stay up to 2 hours. So after you've passed the prometric examination, the licensing body will now process your application, and if everything goes all right, they will issue you with an eligibility letter or an eligibility certificate. So with this eligibility letter or eligibility certificate, you will then apply for a job, and once you're successful and you get a job, your employer will then issue you a license in the employer's name, and you now become a licensed healthcare professional to practice in the United Arab Emirates. So the cost of the application, how much does this application cost? By the time you submit your application to your regulatory body, if you're applying to DHA, you will need to pay an application fee of around 210 UAE dirhams, and then you also need to pay the Dataflow around 1,000 UAE dirhams for your application process. That's the verification fee. Also, if your regulatory body charges some amount of money to verify their members or those that are licensed by them, then you might need to pay some additional amount of money to your regulatory body to verify. So that will be dependent on your country's currency and how much they charge. If your school also charges for issuance of transcripts, then you would also need to be paying your school transcript. And if your employer charges you to issue a certificate of experience, you're also going to pay your employer for certificate of experience. So you see, and then you will need to pay some amount of money to Dataflow for your PSV, that's primary source verification. That's around 1,000 dirhams or a little bit over 1,000 dirhams. And once your Dataflow verification is completed, once you move on to the examination stage, you might need to be spending some amount of money, around 1,000 UAE dirhams again, to register to sit the prometric examination as a registered nurse. So after you've passed your prometric examination, your licensure fee will be covered by your employer. You wouldn't need to pay for that. So that is it, guys. The road to acquiring a license in a different country than you are trained in is not very easy, but regardless of whatever comes your way, it is always very possible. So just go for it if that's what you want, pursue it and achieve it, and I wish you success on your way towards getting your United Arab Emirates nursing license. So guys, I'm going to be doing a video on how to become a nurse in the United Kingdom. If you're interested in that, please consider subscribing to my channel, please, and like my videos and share my videos to nurses or anybody you know might need or might benefit from it, and I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for being of a great support to me. I really do appreciate you. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day, and I do hope to see you next time. Bye.